Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a minute to have a little conversation with you all about Zoom dance classes. So I know that not everyone thinks that dancing on Zoom is their favorite thing. And it's not necessarily a substitution for in person dance classes. It's not something we would want to have be a full time replacement. However, it is a really fantastic tool and opportunity for us to use so that we can still be dancing together, be learning together, and working on achieving our goals with something that we care about. So, we really love Zoom and we're thankful for it. And I want to kind of talk to you about all the ways it's actually kind of great and how you can make it great. The first thing about Zoom is we're still getting to dance, like I just said, and that's really important to all of us. Dancing and exercise in general gives us feel good endorphins and chemical release in our body that everyone can kind of use, especially after a long day of e learning, I'm sure. So, even though we don't get to come to the studio, still taking that chance and that opportunity to get up and get active and get moving and get a little expressive too is going to make everyone feel a lot better. We get to put a lot of a different type of focus on our students when we're doing lessons over Zoom. It's contained to my screen here. So in some ways, we as teachers personally really can enjoy the opportunity to look at all of our students at one time in one frame and really get a sense of who's understanding what's happening and who's not. Like in an acrobatics class, I can actually really zero in on everyone at once, and it's kind of a nice opportunity. Again, not a full time substitution for having them in the room, but a good consequence, if you will. The other thing is that I think Zoom classes really give our dancers an opportunity to have a self reflective, personally monitored learning situation. It's really easy to get distracted when we're in the studio by our friends or by what's going on or who walks down the hallway, and also to get distracted by what the people around us are able to do or not able to do, kind of that self questioning. And in this case, that dancer's the only one in the room by themselves while they're still in the room with everyone and they're still getting instruction and we're still working as a team. Each individual really has to take a little bit more ownership of their learning and of self-assessing what they're doing while they're in class. It teaches a little bit of responsibility and accountability for our actions in class as well. And that's all really valuable. And those are things that the dance company that we really want our students to learn. And so these are positive takeaways from Zoom classes. So, what are some of the things you can do to help your dancer have a successful Zoom class? First thing is watch our dancers tips and tricks video with them. That's really important so that you know what the expectations are, and so do they. The second thing is support your dancer's need for privacy or supervision. Depending on their level, their age, and your individual child, they might do a lot better in class if you leave them alone. They might also need you to sit in the room and make sure that they do continue to take class. It really depends on your child, their age, and what they're like and what they need. We will let you know if a student is having a problem and they're not staying with us or they aren't, for some reason, behaving appropriately. Miss Tanya sits at the desk virtually, and we just let Miss Tanya know, please reach out and let so and so know that somebody disappeared and they haven't come back and it's been 20 minutes. Sometimes that happens, and that's okay, but we do want to let you know. And so the best thing you can do though is supervise your little one if they're going to need that, and also leave them alone if they seem like they don't need you there. And your teenagers probably don't want you to sit in the room and watch them take class. So you don't do that here, and they probably don't want you to do that at home either. The next thing you can do is keep routines and schedules as much the same as you possibly can. So if it's dinner before dance, then it should still be dinner before dance, dinner after, whatever, homework or first or whatever. It's as much as you can keep your routines the same, your dancer's going to respond to being in dance class because we're going to keep our routines the same. So everything's going to feel the same as much as we can possibly make it. And you can help us by keeping it that way at home too. And the last thing you can do is really mirror the type of enthusiasm that you would like for them to have. They follow our lead, and the more enthusiastic and supportive we can be of what's great about things, the more they can be as well. And so I hope that helps everyone get ready for our transition to Zoom learning. And if you have any questions, as always, just reach out to us, and we are here for you. We'll see you soon.